the Dow Jones is going to open up in 4 minutes. And I'm trading 3 currency pairs, and I try to pick to be as diversified as possible. No 2 pairs contain the same currency, and it's kind of a kooky cluster I found. I guess the guppy over here, the British pound to the yen, and the euro to the CAD kind of brutal spreads there. And New Zealand's pretty tight, actually, on this broker for some reason. New Zealand to the dollar. So I've got various orders in here. I got orders that will expire in about 30 minutes, and I got ones that expire in a day. So you can't really tell which is which in here. But you can always, if you think you got these in too tight in a cluster, and I'm going vertical so I can see if we get a plunge here, a spike on this currency, that I would be able to, where these would play out. And I kind of want to hover them around the round handles if at all possible, without regard to any kind of technical analysis. Just basically, I'm trying to trade like a banker would. Banker's going to get in at these round handles. This is the 4 hour. I'm going to go daily, and then just blow the whole thing up, and you can see how important the round handles seem to be here for like this top becomes a bottom, and comes back into this 100 pip window here before launching north. And let me zoom out. So I don't normally trade this currency pair, but it's certainly, I guess it would look like the dollar to the Canadian because it's against Canadian. But certainly if you're going to trade around it, and I didn't write any sell scripts in this timed manner, but I do have these 1-day drops. So like here's 50 pip stop, 30 pip take profit. I would certainly be placing these up here, these single drops, because if we come up here, I think sellers will come in. Like you could stretch out the take profit on there if need be. But you can grab that and maneuver the take profit. There's a stop as the red for that one ticket, but so you can bring the take profit down. So you come in, bounce off that, and do a 200 pips sell off. So here I'm looking to buy 60 pips deep in 4 hours on this. If we can come back into this top bottom here, and then I could do manual drops of the buys. Like here's a break even 50 pip right at this. If we can slam into that, probably not going to happen, but dare to dream. Here's a 4 hour. Does it look possible that's going to crush in to this, fill this hole here? We're sitting right at the top bottom right now, but I think these are the better entries right here. So you can do single drop. Here's a 20 pip bounce order right here. No, and if you're if you're going to do some technical analysis on the fly here, I guess you could make a nice stairway down into that. Okay, so the Dow's going to open up in 30 seconds. And so it's usually a big smash and grab coming into these. Now I'll just do a total zoom out on this pound, which got pounded. And I was playing the top bottom. If you look back on the pound here, you can see this this doji here from. See if they can let me. I guess it's kind of. There's a doji right here at the round handle. It's kind of hard to see in here, but there's a hammer and various things, and there's a perfect top bottom there. This double top, big pivot here. So I had some orders here, like placing orders just here like stupid. A buy there, and amazingly got filled on that. So I got filled on the spike here, and there was a nice rip up for like 100 pips or 50 pips, depending on your appetite for greed. And then I want to buy the retest here on the this top become a bottom. So I got partial fill here, and okay, so the Dow's open, and now it's this guy. I would prefer it to come back and pick up the rest of these tickets, but I'm in kind of super light at the moment. I think there's I think there's a 201 leverage count out of Malta. So I could close all profits here and just scalp what I got, but I think I'll wait for this thing to come up to this handle, this round handle, and cash out. Now at this point, I could take one of these take profits and drag it up to that, just under the round handle, because we may not make it there. So I would definitely get out on the retest of this top, and then the rest of it, money management speaking, get out on the rest of that. So I'm gonna I don't know if there's any news coming out. I didn't really check. Okay, 13 minutes. There's going to be New York ISM, and then factory orders are coming out at I guess 10 o'clock. So hopefully I survive the swing here. Now this one I got in on this Akanashi thing I built. I was supposed to save this. So you create a new template, you save it right here. I usually save it one. Number one template. Try and take off these 10 pip handles to clean this chart up. So if I load that, this is what it looks like. 4 hour collapse of bridge pound. Akanashi. So just I got the close painted on top of there, and this bottom becomes a top, but I'm expecting it to reject that and go the other way. I really am expecting that. Even if I don't get it, it's really a key pivot now on close on the 4 hour of this broker. This broker closed at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is 1 hour off from most, but there's some great pivots here. Top becomes a bottom, becomes a top, double top. That's the big pivot there, and that's nearly at the what's that like a 50 handle, 100. I put 100s in here, so this would be right here is when we roll over to the 100 handle, but it looks like they were trading just below that. Pretty darn close though. So on this one here, looking to buy down deep here. So what I do is I grab an order that's say I'm gonna give the market 30 minutes to drop 30 pips on this order bank. So we got to come down in here, and here's the stop on that. So it's kind of like a news. This is one of my news orders, and then here's a 16 pips in 15 minutes. A little tighter, but doesn't last as long. So if we can't scoop down here and turn this into a shoulder on the 4 hour, then it just won't go. Now I can go super deep here. In 4 hours, I would buy this 60 pip range. So down in here should come in. This broker's pretty slow, but I happen to build this this color wheel system here. So I kind of get a kick out of the colors. It looks pretty. I'm trying to delete these objects, but we still haven't filled that script, so that'll just keep coming up until the script totally fills out. That's just how it is. Nothing you can do about it. Okay, now it's good. Delete those. You're free now. I always kind of like to do the delete just to clean up everything and make sure. Now here's the euro. I got the same strategy on the euro to some degree. I'm looking for a retest. Here like a 50 pip retest here in 4 hours. Place this grid in here, and I'm giving it quite a challenge. It's got to come down here and clean out all these people's long. If they're long, they've got stops. Okay, now here comes the so here's the demo I'm running. El Pari. Okay, now this one, I'll clean this up. This is the 4 hour pound on this broker. This is the way it appears here. Looks like the pounds. See, I'll probably buy at the market here. Again, abusing this account. Almost blew 2 demos up. Trading at the market, It only proves my point. Trading at the market's brutal. I wish I had the comment history of this thing I posted. It'd crack you up. Like every buy at the market's totally destroyed. So these are pendings coming in here, and these are layered in at 15 and 30 minutes. So I don't think I'll get filled on these, but I did do some manual ones here that drop on the like these guys have come in at 4 hours 50 pips. So I'm giving this the same trajectory for a reversal point. I'm saying that if we can, you know, I mean, this is definitely a buy zone here, but the consolidation is what's going to kill you as far as trying to board the train north. But so you have to like a little time for these things to bake. But that's kind of a psycho marching down to hell. I don't think it's going to sustain. So I'm just going to load the wagon here at the market. Whatever margin I got left, and I'm going to abuse this account some more, because the demos are just asking to be abused. And here's my other one. This is a British pound here. I'm going to start loading in. I think I'm actually already long on some 4-hour fills on this guy, but this guy's running a different I got 50 pip handles in here. So buy at the market, but I'm also going to get super tight here. 15 minute. There's no dots on this one, but you can see this. You can see the orders coming in here. This is the 15-minute bank, and here's the another 15-minute. That one's got it shows the last order in that one, and this is 30 minutes. So it's a pretty big layer there. Now come back with some real deliberate. This is going to last for. This one's going to last for 4 hours, 30 deep. So you're doing diversification in time and price, and pretty much the whole gambit here. I keep losing my. Let me go to this. Okay, this is be 30 pips in 4 hours. So I'm giving it 4 hours to do a retest of a psychotic price, and on the daily, same story. See this internal top here? I was in the 4 hour before, but the zone on the 4 hour that has the doji, you see this internal top here becomes a bottom, and then when it's spiked down, this gray bar is the whole range of that area. But you're sitting right there now, with the Dow's been open for 8 minutes now. So yeah, I'm pretty bullish on the scalping factor of this thing. And if I get too aggressive here, well, I'll put a 10 pip deep in a half hour or so. And then it never hurts to put in really super deep orders that probably don't have a chance of getting filled, but you'd be surprised. So here I'm gonna go 25 pips for the whole day here on this one I called retrace. And you can build any scenario you want in these scripts. Now this is got an 86 pip stop, and that's going to sit there all day. So that's this is the last entry point, and then so you know, if it looks like the market's coming after you, instead of moving your stop, in this situation you move your entry. So say that God forbid you're wrong, and so now you're going to say, okay, let me rethink this. Maybe this is going to back up. So you can grab your entries here, and you see the take profit and the stop. Now you're going to back it up to say this low here. So, and you can actually have all your entries at one price, but your exits are all money management arranged. That was a take profit. You can tell if you're moving a ticket because you should be able to see the stop, the limit, and the whole thing moving, which is the beauty of the new version of MetaTrader is amazing, because it's really like if anybody traded FXCM in the States, you could do that years ago. In fact, the Hong Kong division 5 years ago tried to do auto money management where these guys would move around, but they crashed the platform. Okay, so I'm making money here on this, but this has come back to retest, so this consolidation, but there may be a million opportunities here to just scalp before you go back to the, here's the weekly. Now, these are 50 pip handles, so it's kind of going to get a little crowded here, but let me delete some of this crap. Okay, so there you go. It's so it's British pound weekly, and then might as well zoom in since you're on the weekly. But see this, there's a top way back here from September 2000. That's it's a great price to get in. But yeah, I think the British pound, the dollar's cooked. The British pound's going to go up. Gold's going to go up. Euro's going to go up. It's just going to be a cliche. Stock market closed at its high last year, and it's just here's the dollar Canadians even setting up. I put a order bank in this one down at this pivot. I think these are 4-hour tickets in here, but if they look too tight, I wanted to hover most of them around this 4-hour beautiful top bottom before we left the station here. I just psycho, dumb, easy trade there. And then even the breakout traders said that they got in late on this. They made money, but you got perfect triangle forming there with a top bottom, so it's ultimate confluence there. And this whole chatterbox here, off to the races. But if we plunge back in here, I'm going to scalp it. So if the Dow Jones does go back up for one more leg, this goes up, gold goes up, dollar Canadian's got to come back to some reality. And there's the weekly, so it's all tippy-toppy up there. And there's the monthly. You're at 2009 prices. That's when the stock market was, here's the 2008 crash. So everybody got out of the Canadian here and went into, they got into the dollar because right here is when the market's crashing. So everybody's in dollars. Because when you sell the stocks, when you sell stocks, what do they give you? Dollars. So everybody's transferring into dollars here, and then here's the big collapse here, dollar Canadian. So here was your crossover point. There was probably one back here, explode out of here, right? And then as you just keep on dragging this, crossovers get a little fainter, and then here's this one now. I don't know, I could put a channel on here, I guess, and try to fish out the larger channel of this thing on the monthly, because I don't think I have the patience for this setup to happen. But if I key the fractal off of this and take this out, let's start over here. Let me see if I can just delete this guy, come back with this channel. So I'm going to key that off of the lows here. See if it's yeah, maybe it hasn't completed the last wave there, so it may have to come all the way to there. Who knows? But definitely toppy. And then there's a 4-hour, which is really bizarre to look at after the monthly. So yeah, it looks like a buy there for the short term. But yeah, the British pound's off the races here. Total retracement. Kind of a dumb, easy trade. Dumber the better. Here's a 1 hour. Okay, I'm getting filled on these cash outs, taking profits. It's kind of stupid easy, but I'll definitely be a buyer on the retest there. There's the 1 hour. So this shouldn't take long. 1 hour. Get up into this bottom here. First cash out point for some of these guys. Some of these guys are going to cash out right here at this previous bottom. And if you bought this top thinking it was a bottom, you kind of got crushed. Just like I think gold pulled back to 1250 at the time this British pound was going through its sell-off. But head and shoulders theory would say this is the shoulder, and you're going to go project this. This would be I'm going to cut through the shoulders here, and then take this guy up to the head. I guess it would be the foot of the thing. So you could be ricocheting in between all this stuff all day. But let me go back to this Start here. I'm trying to build this triple currency one that's a little bit less dangerous. Okay, so that's the guppy's pulling back. The pound's off to the races, but see the guppy's in a pullback because it's that guppy factor. So here I'm going to place in some 30-minute ones and come back with this 37 pips deep in an hour, which I think is pretty hard for the market to. But I really want to put a dense pack in that, and then just have to, just wait. Come back here in about 2 hours. Okay, so news just came out. I have no idea what it is. Don't much care, but here's this is where I left off on the 1 hour. British pound looking to scalp, or whatever you want to call it. Exit up here. This is on a demo account. So yeah, I guess there's okay, this is the economic optimism, and then the Fed's gonna speak in 2.5 hours, and New Zealand unemployment rate should be like a nice crazy entry. Beautiful. Here's gold coming back to the starting gate, 1250. Kind of a no-brainer entry there on gold. About as dumb as a box of rocks on that entry. You got the perfect top-bottom situation. This is stupid easy. Previous resistance becomes support. And then I guess if 1250 doesn't work, next entry's here. It's only $5 cheaper. Looks pretty dramatic on the 1 hour chart, but no big deal. So go to the 4 hour. Got a perfect top bottom here. Go to daily. Daily says you're in a downtrend. Maybe you have to go down all the way to this triple bottom here on the daily. Retest that maybe. It's all possible, I suppose, right? It all works, right? Okay, so this is a daily. May have to come back to this one. But certainly if you're bullish, this is a nice 1250 is a nice number to get your brain around, so you know where you're at when it gets to 1300. Get the hell out. Take something off the table. Okay, so gold's going on another sale here. 1250. And I just have to wait it out. Wait for the news to. See, there you go. Buying at the market's no good. So I'm gonna buy down here on the retest of this top. I'll buy at this top now. That's why buying at the market's just a sucker's bet. Only amateurs do that. It's amateur hour stuff. But here's where you really want to get in. So I think it was like 20 pips deep there. Can't really see here. Place a. I can't place a single order there. Okay, so I could just drag these guys up into that. So I can't find a ticket there. I missed about a big cluster right here at this handle. So we go down and stop out all the people that got in here who put their stop here because they were looking for the retrace. I think we're all looking for the retrace on that. This is about as tight as I can get in here as this one. Let me, because I ran out of tickets available here, I'm going to go to the other demo and use this one. Okay, here's the 4 hour. And delete that channel. And just go back to this, go to the 1 hour. Okay, so this one I'm going to get in pretty aggressive. And I'm just going to buy really tight, I think, on this one. 15 minutes. So it's almost like buying at the market here. When you're getting in 5 pips deep, but why not get a great price, right? So here, if I could just keep laying these 15-minute guys in like this. So it's going to just by this top and top bottom theory, you should be getting in here so in the 1 hour. I get in a little bit below that with a half hour, but kind of ready to buy at the market. I did buy at the market. A little overeager here to buy at the market, but if we come back to this top, that's the ultimate entry on the pound to the dollar. Zoom in so you can see the structure there. This here is really your entry if you can wait for it. If not, buy at the market, overpay, but always put in these other orders here. Capture it if it plunges, and then like this. Okay, so that's all I can think of here. Still come back to this guy with the guppy. I got filled on this nice New Zealand sell here. Here was a drop I put in, a single drop, precision drop right here. So I'm up on that. It's not a big order, it's 7K. About $3. So I could either close that out or wait for it to come with the target exits over here. This guy here. So, and then I got a bunch of sells up there. But that's I put that order there because I put it right at the top of this. I mean, just for logic's sake. And I could have had a tighter exit to just scalp a few pips. I think this broker lets you actually trade inside the spread. So let me just clean that up and then throw some of these 20 minutes. I mean 30 minutes for 20 pips. Then let me put this. I think my favorite script has to be 37 to 120 pips deep in 1 hour. Love to see that happen. That would be a seriously bank of money. Okay, well that's it's a boring game.